Hi, I'm Rick Kaler. Thanks for joining me. I want to save a bunch under the new tax law? Try bunching your deductions. The new tax law doubles the standard deduction and it eliminates most miscellaneous deductions. It now takes a lot more of the limited allowable deductions left to reach the threshold for itemizing deductions instead of just using the standard amount. What does this mean? Well, it means that fewer Americans are going to be able to itemize. A January 18, 2018 post by Dina Bunis at aarp.com quotes Mark Mazur, who's the director of the Nonpartisan Tax Policy Center, as saying, "We've estimated that about 30% estimated in 2017. And we think that's going to go down to about the 10% range going forward." Well, by bunching donations and tax payments into alternating years, you may still be able to itemize your deductions every other year. The three main deductions that you might be able to bunch are property and state income taxes, charitable donations, and medical expenses. So here's an example of how bunching works. Let's assume you have $11,500 of deductions every year. Well, under the new tax law, this isn't enough to put you over the $12,000 threshold. So you'll take the $12,000 standard deduction every year. However, if you can bunch all those deductions into every alternate year, you could deduct $23,000 one year, that's 11,500 times 2, and take the standard deduction of $12,000 the next year. So $23,000 one year, $12,000 the next. Depending on your top income tax bracket, bunching could save you a nice sum of say a minimum of $1,100 to $4,070 every other year. That's a lot of Happy Meals. One of the easiest expenses to bunch in South Dakota is property taxes. We don't have a state income tax. Most property owners pay the first half of the prior year's taxes in April and the second half in October. However, county treasurers will allow you to pay your taxes in full on January 1st of each year. So every other year, you write a check to the county treasurer on December 31st and put it in the mail. This allows you to bunch 2 years of property taxes into 1 year. Charitable donations can also easily be bunched. You might simply double your donations 1 year and skip them the next. That's let smaller charities who rely on your contributions know, of course, that you're doing this. But you could use a donor advised fund called a DAF, D-A-F. These funds allow you to make a sizable charitable donation without even knowing which charities you want to support or when you'd like them to receive the money. The fund managers will keep your money invested until you direct them when and to whom to disperse it. If you give $6,000 a year, say, to your church, you could bunch 2 or more years of giving into 1 year and then have the DAF release the funds annually. So you could bunch $12,000 into a year, you could bunch $18,000 into 1 year and then have the $6,000 distributed every year. Medical deductions in excess of a percentage of your income, which is 7.5% in 2018, and then I'll go back to 10% in 2019 and thereafter. They can be deducted if you itemize. So bunching elective procedures and other expenses into 1 year might put you over that 7.5 or 10% threshold every other year. And then, of course, added to the other deductions you're bunching, you're going to get some benefit out of that. AARP says that you might be surprised at the number of medical costs that are deductible. Those that are eligible include out-of-pocket payments for prescription drugs, fees to doctors, dentists, chiropractors, psychiatrists, psychologists, podiatrists, physical or occupational therapists, all count. Health and long-term care insurance premiums count. Payments to nursing homes and other long-term care facilities. Inpatient alcohol and drug treatment centers. Modifications made to your home for medical reasons. Transportation to and from medical appointments. Dentures. Prescription eyeglasses. Readers. Hearing aids. Durable medical equipment such as crutches or wheelchairs. Even smoking cessation and weight loss programs related to a specific disease will qualify. So obviously, the potential for tax savings from bunching deductions will vary for every taxpayer, of course. You may want to investigate, though, what impact it could have for you personally. At least on alternate years, the savings might make you a happier taxpayer. And that's a good thing. Thanks for listening.